Hello! I'm finally doing the stream, which I was supposed to do a while. Maybe yesterday? I think so. It was very sad music. Hold on a second. Actually, no, it's fine. It's just got a really sad sounding start. Alright. This is still loud for me. I'm gonna turn that down. Which means I'll have to turn the sound up here. So that I can hear stuff. Might as well. Okay. Genshin. Yeah, Venti's nearly dead. Right. Fascinating. Okay. Now, I kind of haven't been doing the quest for a while, so I think we're up to the part where I gotta talk to Alhaitham after... No, I gotta talk to Dory. But I did the little test strength thingy with Alhaitham. So... Dory!
Here! Over here! Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Can knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Actually, that's a good saying.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Aha! So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please, oblige me. Tell me what you have in mind.
I'd like to buy info on the whereabouts of the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap.
I figured.
After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site. Not to mention that if anyone found out that I was the leaker, I would be in big trouble.
Okie dokie doody.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious. How you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it?
That is a very good question.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, no one can dispute it.
Name your price.
It's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop. The Divine Knowledge Capsule was purchased yesterday by a certain Misery, the leader of Ain El
yeah.
Ahmar.
Actually, now that I think of it, I mean, Anya does act more like a 4-year-old than Paimon does, but yeah.
Ain El Ahmar? You mean the Aramites who worshipped King Deshret?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red. The capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info, Dory.
Please, it's my pleasure. It's all thanks to discerning customers such as yourselves that my efforts yesterday were not in vain. Please, don't hesitate to contact me if you ever need anything else in the future. Mora for Dory opens doors.
Well,
Cool.
we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. It turns out it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al Haytham.
I want to see that picture first. Where is it? It would be a quest item, right? Yeah. Oh, really? This one. I didn't get to look at that one either. Damn. Okay, where do I have to go? Am I dumb? I am. Okay. This way? Yes. Cool. Oh, perfect timing. You go down. Is everything like audio-wise fine? Because like on my computer it's turned down to like 18, so it's very quiet for me. So I can hear myself speak. So like music and game audio, it's all fine. I'm going the wrong way.
We got the info you wanted.
Okay.
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
It's in the hands of Ain Al Ahmar.
Dory even
think I
gave
said
us
that correctly.
evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain al-Ahmar. And the glowing red capsule he's holding appears to be the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In which case, if we play our cards right, when we confront them next week, we should be able to force them to show their hand.
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain el-Ahmar guys. But now, it sort of makes sense. Everything's playing right into your hands. After we defeat them, we can finally have a serious talk with their boss and get them to lend us the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
I like your shoes.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the afternoon of the arranged date, 3 o'clock sharp. See you then.
Okay. A few days later, on the day of the meeting with Ain al-Ahmar.
Oh, Hatham sure is taking his time. Where could he be?
Right there.
Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Do you like kind of find that annoying?
Yep,
'Cause, like, you have to
let's
be
go.
here at like a certain specific time, and then you get there at like on the dot, and then they're late. It's like, if you're not gonna like put, you know, like a, you can be 10 or something minutes late. Like, you have to be there sharp on the dot, and then you turn up on the dot, and then they don't. I mean, it's not like a super annoying thing, but I have to go above, don't I? This place confuses me. I'm just gonna use this. And then where do we go? Was I supposed to do that? No, but at least I'm on the other side, so.
Oh, Hatham. I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough to actually show up.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But to your credit, it appears that you're sticking to your word. This is turning into quite an occasion. I also brought some backup. I assume you don't mind.
Backup? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? Fine. Your funeral. I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Oh yeah, a fight scene. It is a fight scene, right?
Uh-oh, here they come. Good luck, you two. Propagate!
Where do you think you're going? Is that all you've got?
Here we go!
I'll be back. Following orders. Feeling lucky today. It is. Come on, coward.
Germinate!
Cool it. Oh, so sorry. Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Did he use his shoulder to do that?
Target acquired. Arrest him. Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away.
World, forget me.
Ooh, I remember that.
What in Tibet just happened? It's like that big guy suddenly lost his mind.
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him?
Speaking of which, Hypatia did mention.
Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Irminsul?
I've heard of
Something like that.
numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it doesn't grant you divine wisdom or power. Did you hear what he said? World, forget me. What could that possibly mean?
I think I know. That's exactly what I heard before at Irminsul.
The mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine Knowledge Capsule back too. What a shame. We were so close. Still, Paimon didn't expect the Divine Knowledge Capsule would be so dangerous. Imagine if we tried to open it. Oh, who knows what would have happened to us?
Probably not the same thing, considering technically neither of us are from this world.
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos. I believe our collaboration has also reached its end.
Okay, goodbye.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask you something. Since you're a member of the Academia, do you have any idea how we could go about meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside of Sumeru's entire administration. Most of the time, you wouldn't know she exists at all. Moreover, since the Academia possesses the Akasha, a symbol of our deity's wisdom, scholars have no reason to desire to make contact with the deity herself anyway.
Everything about Lesser Lord Kusanali is such a mystery.
I'm heading back to the Academia. How about you two?
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good.
I actually forgot about that. You have a point. Back
Then
to
we'll part
Samara
ways
City.
here, Al-Haytham. Until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
now what? To the festival! I'm actually going to go here first. And heal myself.
We didn't miss the Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon think...
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Paimon. I just gotta try to remember how to get there. I think it's this way. And then... this way? There's a little alcove thingy. Is it there? No. Here. Okay. I really like the design they put into Sumeru. Like, these doors are so pretty. Just take that. Thank you.
There she is! Dunyarzad! We're back!
Dunyarzad.
Just as promised, Traveler and Paimon. I'm so glad that you two came back to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Looks like we made it back in time. It's a very important festival after all.
Indeed. The festival's tomorrow. We've been preparing for so long that I can't help but feel a little nervous.
There's no need to be nervous. Paimon's sure that Lesser Lord Kusanali will feel everyone's gratitude.
Thanks, Paimon. I hope that everyone who comes to the festival will also have a good time. Speaking of which, did you manage to make your way to Port Ormos? Discover anything over there?
Of course we went. A lot of things happened there.
Unfortunately, we didn't find any new information on Lesser Lord Kusanali. Instead, we were only left with more questions.
I see. Sounds like you two had another exciting adventure.
Yeah.
If there is another chance, I would love to join.
My lady, if you went to Port Ormos in your current state, we'd both be in for a lifetime of trouble.
Dia! You were eavesdropping!
It's called covert protection. Keeping an ear out for what's going on around my employer is part of the job.
It's alright, Dia. I merely said I would like to go. I know better than to think my body could handle it. The festival's tomorrow. I've been doing nothing but causing trouble for you. So Dia, please take some time to relax. I'll be fine.
Even when you put it that way, it still doesn't feel right.
Don't worry, my guardian knight.
Okay, fine, but only tonight. Tomorrow's a big day, and many no-good scumbags are gonna try to take advantage of that.
Oh, you two must be exhausted from your long journey back to the city. My apologies for not realizing this sooner. I've already prepared a room for you to rest. Please follow me.
Whoa, you're so thoughtful. Paimon's so ready.
Gosh, these people make me go everywhere. Where's the way out again? This way. Oh, it's also nighttime. I'm going to take these flowers. What are they? I didn't read that. Potato. Okay, wait. I'm going the wrong way. Ah! I gotta go up. Are we going back to that inn thing? It's, I don't know why I called it an inn thing, it's an inn.
Here we are. It's also fairly close to where I've been staying.
It looks really nice.
Wait, I can actually go in and explore it? Sorry for the trouble, Dinyazad.
Not at all. Just tell me more about your adventures when you next get the chance.
We will.
That's Paimon's specialty. Paimon can tell you stories next time.
About our plans for tomorrow.
Oh, if you don't mind, how about we all walk around together tomorrow? All of my friends will be working the festival, and Dia's still insisting on her covert protection.
Yeah. It'll be pretty hard to relax and enjoy the festival if Dia's constantly hovering over you, right?
I'll keep you company.
Then let's meet at the nearby bazaar first thing tomorrow morning. Have a great night.
It's a deal. Good night, Dunyarzad.
I may be too excited to fall asleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
Paimon's starting to really look forward to the Sub-Zero festival too. Will there be lots of yummy food? Oh no. Thinking about food is just gonna keep Paimon up all night. The earlier we sleep, the better. Let's go inside, traveler. Did we oversleep?
Oh, I think I know what this room is.
We should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
I'm assuming this is where we generally stay throughout, like, the whole trip in Sumeru. It's so nice. Oh! What is in here? Let me go in here. What is in here? I know your doors. You have it. You have a handle. Can I sit on the bed? No. Just on the chair. Hehe. Okay. Let's go. Is that on your side? Yes, it is. It's gotta be, right? What are you doing staring at a corner?
Traveler, Paimon, I've been waiting for you two.
Good morning, Dunyarzad. We must have overslept a little bit.
Not at all. I arrived early. Today is finally here. I must cherish every moment as if it were gold.
You've worked so hard for this day. You gotta enjoy it to the fullest.
You know it. Oh, it's just that, as expected, I had some trouble falling asleep last night. I'm hoping my body won't be too much of an issue today. Well, shall we? Let's start with the stalls over there. Many vendors came out of the blue to support the event, and they insisted on covering costs themselves. Let's go give them some business.
They paid for everything out of pocket? Oh, sounds like they're not in this
Whoa, look
just
at
for
his
the morale.
bags. I want one of
They
those
all
bags.
said that contributing to a lively festival atmosphere is more important than money. Especially since we don't often get to celebrate Lesser Lord Kusanali's birthday.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way.
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
Oh, you could tell straight away. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
Mushrooms, flowers, and all kind of fruit? It's all vegetarian stuff. Aw, Paimon's a little disappointed.
What are you, a carnivore?
So, what's the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's another
It's
Sub-Zero's
actually kind
festival
of
tradition.
scary, knowing
People
that
used
someone
to
like
set their
Paimon
tables with 7 different foods.
is a carnivore.
Generally speaking, the most common selections are foods like Rukashva mushrooms, Nilopala lotuses, Sumera roses, Sunsettias, Capulatas, Hara fruits, and Zaytun peaches.
So, the Sub-Zero Festival is a vegetarian holiday?
You don't have to be a vegetarian to enjoy the spread. We just use the 7 foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, but if that's the case, if Sumeru uses vegetarian food to represent the Dendro Archon,
Drop it with the vegetarian, Paimon.
then wouldn't the Pyro Archon's festival be full of food like roasted fowl, juicy meatballs, grilled steak?
Carnival.
Oh,
You're a
Traveler,
carnivore.
we have to go to Natlan as soon as possible!
I've been dropping hints at Natlan heaps. Jeez. Like
I
more
hope
than
your wish comes true one day,
anything, like,
Paimon.
our main enemies aren't even in Natlan.
Thanks! Alright, how about we also check out some of these other stalls?
Oh, so that update's coming soon, so I'm actually kind of really interested.
Dear customers, would you like to try your hand at alchemical divination?
What's alchemical divination? Those two things sound like they'd be fun to try together.
Right? I thought the same when I first heard about it. It is said to be a mysterious craft invented by none other than Lesser Lord Kusanali herself.
So,
Uh-huh.
how does it work?
It's quite simple. After you give me any 2 alchemical reagents, I'll use them to perform a random transmutation.
Sure sounds random. So random that it will probably fail.
That is
Jeez.
precisely what we need.
What?
After the transmutation fails, your one and only diviner here will interpret the remnants.
For some reason, I don't buy it.
Well, according to Lesser Lord Kusanali, everything is interconnected, and all that occurs can be traced back to fate. You could say this is a pearl of old wisdom.
Why does everything sound so much more credible when Dunyarzad says it? Are you guys working together?
So that's the true wisdom behind it. This young lady sure knows her stuff. So, how about it? Want to give it a try?
Alright, I guess I can give it a go. Let's see. I'm gonna use this. Okay, maybe not. You. And you. Give.
Okay, one moment. It's the moon.
The moon?
Paimon wants to take a look too! Is it? It looks more like a pie that Paimon bit into.
Generally speaking, the moon signifies... It means... Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, I remember now. It means illusions and lies.
I don't think so.
Illusions and lies? That sounds rather ominous.
Actually, maybe.
Yes, but this book says that if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
He's not even trying to hide his book anymore.
Naturally, fate will only ever show you the beginning of a journey. It is up to you to forge your own ending. Oh, thank you so much. I'll keep that in mind.
Oh, it's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall.
They say the Sub-Zero's festival was very lively a long, long time ago. Large flower carriages used to parade through the city. As they headed towards Port Ormos, people would throw flowers, candy, and liquor all along the way.
Liquor.
Dunyarzad's eyes are sparkling right now.
I wish I could have seen that spectacle. But if you ask me, I'm sure Nilu's Dance of Sub-Zeros would be just as impressive.
Look at this blue head child.
Attention! Soldiers,
Karan.
fall into formation if you want any Yalda candies.
That was very fast.
It's a weird guy with a weird hat.
Hey, his
Dunyarzad!
Miss Dunyarzad, the children love you even more than the Yalda candies. In the few short days it took to prepare for the Sabzeruz festival, the children have all grown very fond of you.
The Hallowed Knight of Flowers. It's an honor that you know my name.
Attention! In the name of Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, I commend you on your contributions to the glorious Sabzeruz festival. All right, little soldiers, take your Yalda candies and don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed!
Yes, Knight Ferris!
Is she gonna go? Nope.
Just what is going on here?
Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon, and one immensely popular with children. In the past, the actor portraying Ferris would also sit on a flower carriage.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can make such wonderful memories today.
As are we to you, Vihar.
Oh, not at all. Oh, speaking of tradition, do you want some Yalda candies? They're a festival staple, and I happen to have some boxes readied here.
Whichever one.
The blue one.
Don't these boxes all look the same?
They're different colors, Paimon.
That is the fun part. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
I want the blue one.
Ooh, those all sound pretty good.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What's up with those two flavors?
Oni Kabuto is a little spicier than Lizard Tail.
Dunyarzad, you tried them before? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants the Sunsetia flavor.
I doubt I'll be able to get the exact flavor you want.
It's alright. Paimon believes in you.
Aw, thank you.
I also believe in your intuition.
The blue one.
Right. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want?
Wait, which left to right? Your left to right or my left to right? I get 2. No! Alright, let me give it a little bit more thought. 4. I want the blue one. Are you serious? Okay. Of course, it's the last one I pick.
Attention! That's unfortunately Lizard Tail.
No. Paimon thought you survived so many epic battles because you had incredible luck. But looks like Paimon was wrong.
Yeah, I have incredible skill.
The Sunsetia flavored candy was in box number 4. How about this? The most important thing is that everyone has a good time at the festival. So please, take both boxes.
Why?
Really? Thanks a lot, Knight of Candies.
It's Knight of Flowers, not Knight of Candies.
Paimon really wilted the carriageless Knight of Flowers.
They all basically sound the same. We got our candy, so let's keep going.
Oh, actually, I just remembered that I left something behind. Since you're here, can you come with me to get it?
Not a problem.
Dunyarzad, you probably forgot because you're so excited about the Sabzeruz festival.
I certainly hope so.
How embarrassing.
Wait. Where'd you go? All the way back there? Run! Run, Forrest, run! Wait. Okay, it is this way.
We're too late. Who knew the little lady was such an early riser?
I know, right? Hey, wait a minute. Boss, isn't that her?
Oh, that most certainly is. We're in luck. She's walking right into our clutches.
Those Eremites don't look like they're up to any good.
Who are you? I don't believe the Homayanis hired you.
That's right. We haven't received any of their mora, but I wonder how much the Humayanis would shell out to get you back.
They're a gang of kidnappers! Traveler, hurry and protect Dunyarzad!
Professional here, ready to go.
Hey, did you scumbags even consider that the Homayanis might have hired a merc that outclasses you?
You're... Dia! Dia the Flame Mane! No wonder we mercs haven't heard anything about you for so long. You sold your unruly mane to the highest bidder.
Don't speak so disrespectfully. My family started working with her as gratitude for her past kindness to us.
Don't worry about it, my lady. Just some friendly banter between mercs. One punch and those rabid dogs will expose themselves for what they really are.
Aren't your claws all dull by now? Don't get too cocky!
Oh no, you have 3 extra
Traveler,
people.
take Miss Dunyarzad to a safe location.
No, we're gonna stay and help. There's too many of them.
You can't get into it.
Right?
Please be careful, Dia.
Don't waste your time worrying about me. This is my job. Look out for yourself. After I've wiped the floor with them, I'll go find you all.
Okay, now what? Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh. There. That's it? That's where I go? I didn't take very long.
Dunyarzad, are you okay? You look a little pale. Are you in shock?
Yeah, I'm fine. My body always reacts like this whenever I exert myself too much.
You sure you're okay?
I'll be fine after some rest. I'm more worried about Dia. After all, none of this would have happened if I hadn't insisted on coming out today.
Don't worry, she's tough.
Yeah, don't worry.
That's
My
it,
lady, Traveler,
okay.
found ya.
I was getting a little worried.
Yeah, you took care of them so
really
fast.
Strange.
Any more of them? Or rather, did anyone follow you?
No, I checked.
Dia, your arm.
Oh, this? I'm fine. It's just a scratch. Normally, they wouldn't have been able to land a hit on me at all, but I'm still getting used to this new greatsword.
Please, let me take a closer look.
Come on, it's nothing. Us mercs aren't as fragile as you think.
Hold on, you said something about a new greatsword. What happened to the one you were using before?
About that. Well, I sold it, because I was low on mora. Stuff like this happens every now and then.
It can't be. The anonymous donation that was used for the venue's final round of preparations?
Aw, don't get upset.
Hey, Miss Dunyarzad, I wasn't trying to make you cry, and I'm not gonna lose my commission because I made my employer cry, am I?
Okay, making your employer cry won't affect your commission, but selling your weapon without permission and getting hurt? I'll have to reevaluate your performance.
You're so unreasonable, my lady.
Thank you very much, Dia.
Don't be like that. I get embarrassed really easily.
Are you feeling unwell again, Dunyarzad?
My lady, your condition. Traveler, can you take her somewhere to rest? I'll look around the area to make sure we're safe from an ambush.
Truly. I'm sorry for the trouble, everyone.
Okay, where do I go? This way. Hello. Yeah, right?
Are you feeling better, Dunyarzad?
Yes, much better. Just give me a few moments and I'll be good to go.
Daya's expression now when she mentioned your condition.
I didn't realize you were concerned about it. I guess I shouldn't continue to keep it a secret. I was actually born with Elazar. It's terminal now.
Can't believe it's Elazar!
Oh, you've already heard of Elazar. In that case, you probably know about its severity. Sumeru's current medical advancements still haven't been able to find a cure. The disease's progression can only be delayed through environmental therapy.
Dunyarzad.
There's no need to be sad. I've always lived with Elazar and I came to terms with it a long time ago. Compared to the simple fact that I'm afflicted with this, its effects on my life have been much more painful. I know that my family loves me dearly. They've done all they can to provide the best environment for me so that I can live for that much longer. However, I know I will one day succumb to this. Did you know? Before I ran away from home this time, the world outside of my home didn't even know that I existed. Since I was a child, all I could do was sit on my bed and stare at everything outside of my window. I'm sure my family's worried and disappointed in me for running away, but I just didn't want to have any regrets. I wanted to meet other people. To me, there's nothing more beautiful than being able to meet and speak with others. Not to mention the incredible time spent preparing for the festival. The joy on everyone's faces here, and all the support I've received from friends like Dia. This way, when my final day does arrive, it will be less sorrowful. At the very least, many people will remember that I once existed in this world, right?
Yes, I will remember you.
As long as you don't forget Paimon, Paimon also won't forget about you. No, even if you forget Paimon, Paimon will still remember you.
Thank you two so much. I apologize for the depressing conversation. This is out of character for me. To be honest, Lesser Lord Kusanali gave me the courage to do all of this. If it weren't for her encouragement, I wouldn't have taken that first step.
You're the one who has remained resolute in the face of your illness. You're already so strong. You're never giving up.
Thanks. There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
Right.
Oh, right. Isn't it almost time?
The dance.
Almost time for what?
The dance.
Isn't the dance of Sub-Zero's about to begin? It's the part of the festival that I've been looking forward to the most.
Oh, we can.
Nilu will recreate that legendary scene with her most splendid dancing. And the Sub-Zero's festival will conclude amid everyone's applause and blessings. And with that, my wish will also...
Then what are we waiting for? Let's go to the stage!
Yeah, we should still make it in time.
It's this way, right? I keep forgetting where everything is here. Here's the candy man. And this guy, which means it is here. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
Were you not aware that the law prohibits this type of performance from taking place without prior permission?
Over there! Someone's yelling at Nilu!
I think I just saw the Academia's Grand Sage. Why is he here in person?
But the Dance of Sub-Zeros is one of the key parts of the Sub-Zeros Festival. If we can't perform it...
The Sub-Zeros Festival. The law also prohibits the private hosting of large-scale religious festivals. Only the Academia can host such an event.
It's not really a large scale, it's taking up like 10 feet of land.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
He's not even talking.
How did things turn out like this? The Academia was originally responsible for the Sub-Zero's festival, but they failed this responsibility for many years. I need to speak with them.
That guy. They have the final say in all of this.
This is a hard pill to swallow, but you're right. Things would only get worse.
Art, dance. Aren't you ashamed of pursuing such frivolous and meaningless activities in this land of knowledge and reason?
No, you're a dumbass.
Our Archon created the utopia that is Sumeru City for all scholars who sought validity, verity, and truth, while people like you wish to defile it.
No. I believe that our Archon never rejected the arts. Even the goddess of flowers dedicated a dance to her.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will announce it to the public later via the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilu, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. You all saw that just now? The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
Fuck the Grand Sage.
Yeah.
Let's go somewhere the Academia can't find us and perform there. But how do we let everyone know? And what about the atmosphere on the stage? Or we could get people to block them off so they can't interrupt the performance. No. They just threatened to investigate the organizers. If we were caught...
Nilu, it's alright. Don't worry about it.
But you've been looking forward to the Dance of Sub-Zero so much. And I know how important this festival is to you. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It's okay. Seeing you care this much about my feelings is more than enough. It would be too risky to continue the Sub-Zero's festival at this point. I don't want to get everyone in trouble.
If you say so. But you can sneak out for the next Sub-Zero's festival, right? We'll make sure the next one is a smashing success.
The next one. Yes. Okay. It's a promise. It will be a smashing success.
I can't believe this is how things turned out. Those heartless geezers.
Is there anything else we can do?
It really is okay. There's nothing we can do about it. Still, I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilu's dance.
She better see it. Was forced to come to an unfortunate and abrupt end.
A lot happened today. It's a shame the festival ended the way it did. Nilu and Dunyarzad promised to make the next Sub-Zero's festival a success, but Dunyarzad is running out of time.
I'm sure she knows that very well. There you go.
All connections have been secured to construct the most stable framework possible. The project has entered its most critical phase. Power has begun to flow from...
What?
Oh, we're gonna be late! It's all because you wouldn't get out of bed! We should go meet Dunyarzad right away!
What's going on? This doesn't feel like the same place. It's just very empty. Are we in a loop? No.
Good morning, Dinyarzad. Sorry we're late.
Not at all. I arrived early.
You seem kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Sure! Traveler? Why are you just standing there? Let's get going!
She's less chatty today.
Ooh, they're selling food over that way! Let's go take a look!
This is a stall offering foods from the Haftmewa feast.
You are quite well informed, miss. I thought most people nowadays wouldn't know.
They're all plants! Oh, Paimon's a little disappointed. Actually, what is the Haftmewa feast you mentioned just now?
It's one of the Sabzeruz festival's traditions. People used to set their tables with 7 different foods to symbolize the 7 virtues of the Dendro Archon.
Wait, something feels really familiar.
Appear to be in the form of the moon.
Really? Paimon thought it looked like some kind of food.
The moon signifies... It's escaping me for now. Wait a moment.
Is he really looking it up in a book?
Oh, right. It means illusions and lies. But if you trust your intuition and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
Illusions and
Understood.
lies. We're in a loop.
I'll keep that in mind.
Probably means we're sleeping.
Oh,
right?
It's nothing. I'm just learning as I go.
Guess that was still pretty interesting. Okay, on to the next stall. So, where to next?
The next place we go to is this one. I do have to wait for Dingy's out, okay.
All right, soldiers. Now that you have your Yalda candies, don't forget your loyalty to Lesser Lord Kusanali. Dismissed.
Yes, Knight Varys!
Again, she doesn't leave.
What's going on? Is this a play?
Ferris, the Night of Flowers, is another Sabzeruz festival icon and one immensely popular with children.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can meet the Night of Flowers. Oh, do you want some Yalda candies? I happen to have some boxes readied here. Take a look and pick whichever one you want.
What's to pick? Don't these boxes all look the same?
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
Ooh, how interesting.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Ugh, why do those flavors even exist? Traveler, help Paimon pick one. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
Great! These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Ah, excellently chosen. Number 4 is indeed sunsetia.
Ha! Paimon bet you had incredible luck, and Paimon was right!
Just now, I don't think it was luck. I don't know why, but I knew it must have been number 4.
How's that possible? It's obviously random.
Why do I keep having this sense of deja vu?
Maybe we didn't sleep very well last night. Or maybe we slept too much.
I'm sorry, Dingyzad, but I need to leave for a moment.
Sure.
Huh? Where are you going? You're just gonna walk off like that?
I mean, you're following me. Back to the tavern. So I think I'm in a loop. Like a dream loop, specifically. Am I going the right way? I'm not. Ah! Hold on. We go this way. Hello? Okay, so why exactly am I going into the tavern?
A feeling of deja vu? Oh, Paimon knows what that is. It's when you feel like you've already experienced whatever is going on.
I have that a lot, because I dissociate
case,
a lot.
Paimon also felt something like that today. But that's just our brains playing tricks on us.
I mean...
Isn't it?
Not if you're like, you know, mentally healthy.
So, why'd you run here in such a hurry?
I want to do something I never normally would.
So that's it! You're intentionally doing things you usually wouldn't and seeing if you still get that same feeling of deja vu.
Yes.
Welcome, you two. Are you here for lunch? What would you like to eat?
One charcoal baked. I feel like I'm not gonna say that right. Ajalenk? I don't know. Ajalenak cake?
Got it. You don't look like you're from these parts, but I gotta say, you've got good taste. I'll give this order to the kitchen.
Probably butchered that.
Charcoal-baked Ajalena cake?
Oh, Ajalena. Yeah,
Isn't
obviously
it
it's silence.
that
It's a
burn
KH.
thing that didn't look tasty at all?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Paimon understands what you're trying to do now. You'd never normally order something like this.
It actually looks kind of tasty.
Thing? Are you
I'm not
really
gonna lie.
gonna eat it?
Like you just dip it into the sauce or something. Much
Isn't this going a bit too far?
Here goes.
How was it? The look on your face is telling Paimon that it tasted awful.
No, it actually tastes really
Then,
good.
you mean
I've definitely eaten
that's
this before.
impossible? We were just talking about how gross it looked. So, would this be a case of taste bud deja vu?
I couldn't get rid of it.
Paimon also gets the impression that we've been here many times, even though we are regulars.
Well, I think
how about
is it because we're
we
attached
go
to the,
again
the
and try
Karja
something
tournament?
else?
I mean that would be kind of how I would see it. Put me in the end seat. Okay. Now what do we do? We go outside, I gather. A burb! That glitched and disappeared.
Hey, Dinnerside is sitting by yourself on that bench over there.
Which is where we were before.
What a coincidence, Dinnerside. We meet again. Why are you sitting here all by yourself?
Oh, I ran into some kidnappers just now, but thankfully Dia came to my rescue. I started to feel unwell after that, so I sat down here.
Kidnappers? Oh my goodness, are you hurt?
I'm okay. Dia's arm got scratched, but it isn't serious.
Whew. That's a big relief. But, Dunyarzad, you seem a little down today. It's the Sub-Zero's festival, and you've been looking forward to it so much!
Not at all. I've always been like this. Excessive physical exertion or strong emotions tend to aggravate my illness. Besides, no matter how amazing today may be, it is but a single day. After however many more days, my time will come to an end.
Paimon doesn't quite follow you, and Paimon feels like something's really got you down right now.
I'm sorry for leaving you.
It really is fine. I don't mind.
Just experienced a number of strange events. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Huh? Did something happen?
Dunyarzad, have you ever felt deja vu? You know, like when you've already experienced something that's happening right now?
Deja vu? No. But my days have been the same for years now. Even if I were feeling deja vu, I suppose I would already be used to it.
Oh, Paimon sees. Then, is it only the two of us?
It's almost time.
Huh? Time for what?
Nilou's Dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. Let's go.
With your lack of intellectual credentials, I do not believe you are qualified to debate with me. What you should be doing is finding workers to tear down this ridiculous eyesore. When we return, have the scribe draft an ordinance before the next Nyargarbaha Day that prohibits public art performances. We will publicly announce it later through the Akasha.
Understood. I will inform him when I return.
The Sub-Zero's festival. Go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content.
Nilou, are you okay?
Oh, Dunyarzad. The Grand Sage ordered us to stop the performance.
It's okay. There's nothing we can do about it.
But you've been really looking forward to this. I don't want you to have any regrets.
It truly is unfortunate, but I don't want to cause trouble for anyone. Didn't the Grand Sage say that he might investigate the organizers?
True, but... Well, okay. I'll just have to try again next year.
The next festival. I probably won't be around by then.
Wait, what did you just say?
No, nothing. I'll be heading back to rest. Thank you for your help, everyone.
Paimon can't believe what those heartless geezers did!
For some reason, I felt like this outcome wasn't.
Did Dunyarzad already go back? We should also return and get some sleep.
And repeat it again. Came to an abrupt end.
So, in the end, you still couldn't figure out what that deja vu feeling was all about? Maybe it really was because of exhaustion.
I'm feeling pretty groggy. Hadn't thought about it, but my head does feel very heavy.
Same here. That's why Paimon stopped thinking about it halfway through the day. Then, how about we settle in and get a good night's sleep? For now, we can chalk things up to exhaustion. We can do more thinking tomorrow.
There's another beat.
Observing a modest drop in the output of the Yama energy, but that will still remain within normal parameters.
Continue to monitor the variances in the data and find the cause as soon as possible.
Who's talking?
Why does Paimon feel so tired after so much sleep? Anyway, we should go meet Dunyarzad right away.
Okay. Wrong way. Wonder how many of these I'm gonna do before something happens. I mean, something is happening, obviously. So is she gonna be ecstatic again today, or is she gonna be even more drowsy? Is she just gonna like spiral down?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
Not at all. I arrived early.
Oh wow, she's really spiraling down.
Huh? Paimon thinks you sound kinda tired. Did you not get enough sleep?
I'm doing well. There's no need to worry. Shall we go? Let's start with the stalls over there.
Great idea! Let's get going! Traveler?
This feels so too familiar. To the stalls we go.
It's all thanks to Miss Dunyarzad's sponsorship that the children can enjoy the Sub-Zero's festival. Oh, are you interested in Yalda candies? I have some boxes of candy here. Pick whichever one you want.
Not much of a choice. All these boxes look the same.
It's not that simple. Each box contains a random flavor. It's up to the luck of the draw. Flavors include lavender melon, hara fruit, sunsetia.
They all sound pretty tasty.
And there's also lizard tail and oni kabuto.
Huh? What were those last two? She'll help me choose. Paimon wants to eat the sunsetia flavor.
No problem. These boxes of candy are numbered 1 to 5 from left to right. Which one do you want? Oh, I like your confidence. No hesitation at all. Oh, congratulations! Number 4 is indeed Sunsetia.
Paimon knew she always had incredible luck.
Number 1 is
Paimon's not really interested in the other flavors.
Oh! Wait. How did you know? Don't tell me that you already knew which flavor was in each box.
What? She was right about all of them?
That couldn't have been luck. How is this possible? I packed all those boxes this morning and they've been sealed ever since. You couldn't have known beforehand. Mind reading? X-ray vision? Or some kind of magic trick? This is way too freaky.
Tell us what's going on! Since when did you get superpowers? Traveler?
Just now.
Hey, where are you going? What's going on?
She looked like she went this way.
Did you see something? Us leaving Dunyarzad without letting her know is kinda rude, you know.
Should be fine. There. This feels familiar to the first Archon quest. Where is she? Get back here. I see you. Disappearing little fairy. Let's go. I don't know why she keeps running around the place if she can literally just teleport. Like, she's like obviously fading in and out of visibility, so. It's a little bird in a cage. Oh, that makes sense.
What are you looking for? Why did we come here?
Let the bird out of the cage. Let the bird out of the cage. There's a bird in a cage. A familiar figure, an overwhelming sense of deja vu.
Traveler?
Why familiar? Never seen him. Let the bird out the cage.
That's...
Whoa. Okay, it's gone. Go this way. Why'd you make me run around the place? Okay, if you're just gonna stand there and confront me. Why are you smiling? What do you know? Her design is so freaking cute and detailed.
Look! That's... Isn't that Dunyarzad?
Wait, what? She was still with us just a moment ago.
What's happening here? Why are there two Dunyarzads? You already know that this isn't your first Sub-Zero's festival, don't you? I'm sure you already know how to use this. A knowledge capsule? Where did you get it? What's inside? You should use it too, Paimon. You know Paimon?
Let's use it together, Paimon.
Well, this seems kinda sketchy, but Paimon feels like this is what we should do.
Listen to the little fairy.
What the?
Memories.
This is our 20th time at the Sub-Zero's festival? Huh? No. The 30th? 40th? Just how many times have we been to the Sub-Zero's festival? Have we been trapped in a single day? If it weren't for you, we wouldn't have even realized. What the heck was inside that knowledge capsule? Your memories are still scrambled? Try your best to remember. This isn't the first time we've met, and I answered that question a long time ago. Let Paimon think. Oh, it's coming back. Meeting you was the real catalyst for restoring our memories, and the knowledge capsule was just your means of showing our minds the way.
When did we meet you?
What about everyone else? Why are you only helping the two of us? Your sense of deja vu is stronger than everyone else's, yes? As for an explanation, you two received the blessing of Dendro, and you also have special, sensitive constitutions. It was as if a single sheet of paper was separating those memories from your consciousness.
Wait, what's wrong with Dunyarzad over
A
there?
familiar question. I think this is the 7th time you asked that. As you can see, she isn't doing well. You probably sensed it too. The Dunyarzad you were just with is different from the first Dunyarzad you met. That first Dunyarzad is in front of you right now, and she doesn't have a lot of time left.
What I need to do right now is break out of this cycle.
Looks like you're almost done sorting out your brain. Oh yeah, I'm Nahida.
Hello, Nahida. I know, you introduced yourself
Good,
before.
you passed the test. What's happening? You can awaken our memories, and you seem like you know what's going on. Oh, wait, please don't tell Paimon even you don't know. Everything in this world runs in a loop. This cycle is called a samsara. You, me, and everyone else are all stuck inside a one-day samsara. As for the truth, that's on you to find out. If you were told the truth instead of discovering it yourselves, it would literally blow your minds. I don't know how you'd be after that.
Well, our brains would probably be all over the place because they got blown up.
I can only give you surface level help, like bits of information and subtle hints. For the rest of the time, I'll be doing all I can to slow down Dunyarzad's illness. She looks like she isn't doing well at all. Her illness gets worse after each Sub-Zero's festival. If we can break out of the samsara, I might be able to save her. But as things are right now, she's just a small bird in the sky that's about to lose its last feathers. All I can do is raise a gale to delay her fall. You sure love to use weird analogies. Analogies are wonderful tools. They let you use existing knowledge to understand unfamiliar things. Okay, so, with what you know so far, what do you think the truth is?
Let me collect my thoughts. When you enter a state of contemplation, you can choose any text entry to interpret it. This interpretation process involves analysis of the text entry and may yield new entries. Once interpreted, you may submit your conclusion. Some text entries can be associated with one another. Once interpreted, select Associate to choose the other text entry, then select Trigger Association. You can gain new text entries by performing accurate associations. If one of the text entries on the current page could be used as a conclusion, then select the entry before choosing Submit Conclusion. Okay. Zabzeri's Festival Samsara, the Grand Sage's Speech, Alchemical Divination Results Deja Vu, Abnormal Mental Fatigue. Interpret.
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
Interpret.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. What's happening right now seems to have happened.
Yeah, interpret.
My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on? Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? We've already experienced the Sabzeruz festival many times. And the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara.
I mean, that's obvious. Trigger association. Timely. Interpretation.
That should be it. The flow of time is endlessly cycling within one single day. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean?
A time loop. You've given similarly wrong answers in the past. A pity.
Wait, let me do it
Still
again.
the wrong answer? Paimon thought that made a lot of sense. It feels like time's just repeating itself. A simple time loop can't explain some of the phenomena. You two are still missing a lot of information. Unfortunately, I can't give you any more hints. Dunyarzad! The Sabzeruz festival is happening every day, but that doesn't mean we can waste an infinite amount of them. Hurry and find the truth before today's festival ends.
So I can't interpret again. No!
Let's think about our current situation. To save Dunyarzad, we have to escape the samsara of the Sabzeruz festival. And to do that, we need to figure out what's happening.
We need to complete the festival. That's what I think.
Nahida rejected the idea of a time loop, so we must have missed something, right? Paimon's memories say that we've already done this many times, but let's go talk to people again. It's more productive than sitting here and scratching our heads. Why don't we start with those stall owners?
You first.
Hey
Hello? Hello, Caspian.
Hey, it's you guys again. Where's your cultured friend?
She's feeling a little unwell.
I see. Did you come back to buy something? I guarantee the freshness of my products. I harvested them from the forest just yesterday.
Have you felt anything strange lately?
What brought this about? I hurried back from the forest yesterday, and I'm selling produce here today. I haven't felt anything strange.
To put it another way, if you really think about it, was yesterday truly yesterday?
Do you have anything to say?
Did you actually come back from the forest yesterday?
Do you have anything to say into the mic, Caspian? Please don't stand at my keyboard. Are you gonna speak into the mic? No, you're just gonna bump it. Okay, you sit there. You gonna speak into the mic? Words of wisdom, I'm sure.
What kind of philosophical nonsense is this? Are you two daydreaming? Didn't you know that no one dreams in Sumeru? Go somewhere else if you want to find someone to daydream with.
He actually has a point. Is this a dream? Is everyone dreaming?
It's a very good question. I've already said no. Don't play with my ornaments. Okay.
True. It's so weird that people here don't dream. Why is that? Anyway, if this all really were just a dream, we would have woken up a long time ago. Let's keep asking around.
You.
Oh, it's you two. Was my divination so accurate that you felt compelled to compliment me in person?
We actually did run into a situation.
Ooh, I knew it! I told you, the god's divination is highly accurate. You just hadn't fully understood its significance yet.
Can you stop sitting on my mouse mat? That doesn't mean you can sit on my keyboard. No.
You're really excited about this, huh? That's exactly why we came back.
Not on the keyboard.
Help us better understand it.
No. Gosh, you're a menace. Caspian, no! Not my frog! Where'd that go? Oh, it fell down. Hold on a second. Of course, he knocked it behind my desk. Oh, Jesus. Let's get on the system. Okay, back to what we're doing.
Help you better understand it? Well, that isn't exactly what I excel at.
So, you're admitting that you don't have a clue?
Anyway, what kind of situation did you get into?
We're all trapped in the day of the Sub-Zero's festival. You've actually divined our fortune many, many times.
Huh? Hold on a second. I thought you guys just lost your wallet or fell for a scam. What you just said, are you serious? Does that kind of thing actually happen in real life?
Yes.
I knew you weren't going to believe it.
Marvelous. Truly marvelous. I believe you. Recall the interpretation of your divination, the moon, illusions, and lies. It really felt like an omen.
When you say it like that, the divination does sound like it's related to what's going on.
That's what I was trying to do.
Can you read any more into it?
Yeah, read more into it.
I believe that the Archon's revelations are never more than vague hints. Anything more specific is beyond the reach of mere mortals.
Funny, she said that.
The book only says, if you trust your instincts and overcome your fears, the sun will surely rise.
So that's how it is. Looks like fortune telling is just fortune telling. It's no good for practical problems.
Yeah, I mean, what we're going through really isn't a practical problem, it's more like a supernatural problem.
We haven't made any progress. Who else can we talk to?
Let's try talking to Dea again.
Paimon remembers that we tried talking to her a couple of times, but she always thinks we're playing pranks on her. You think she'll brush us off again?
Let's try taking her to see the real Dendro.
Yeah. If we tap into Dia's strong sense of responsibility as a mercenary, then she'll definitely take us seriously.
Yes.
At this time of day, Dia's probably just finished beating up those kidnappers. Let's go find her.
Here we go. Ah, didn't have to go very far.
I'm fine, my lady. It's just a scratch.
Perfect timing. Both of you are here.
Paimon, Traveler, you came at just the right time. Listen, there was a dangerous Huh? You saw? Then why didn't you jump in earlier? If someone was protecting Miss Dunyarzad, I could have went all out. Anyway, can you do something for me?
You want the Traveler to take Dunyarzad somewhere to rest up while you check to see if there's still any kidnappers around. Did Paimon get that right?
How did you know what I was going to say?
You need to say something convincing.
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Dia sold her greatsword to raise additional funds. And then she was injured because she wasn't used to her new weapon. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
Okay, I'm gonna do this one, I think.
Tell her, Traveler!
You got injured because you aren't used to your current greatsword.
I didn't tell anyone about that, including Miss Dunyarzad. You couldn't have known. And just now, you literally took the words right out of my mouth. What's going on?
Alright, so this is the situation.
You explain everything to Dea.
It's kinda hard to believe what you just told me. First, let me make something clear. Most of us desert dwellers might not be the scholarly type, but we do have basic common sense.
No. That's the answer. You menace! Where's your collar gone? Come here. Anyway, have you noticed something off about Dunyarzad?
She's quieter than usual. Uninterested in anything and really gloomy.
Yeah, she isn't the same as before, but her parents said that this is how she was like at first.
Huh? At first?
I don't quite understand what you're all talking about. I'll go rest on the bench over there.
My lady, are you angry?
Come with me. I'll show you some.
Alright, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt since you knew about my greatsword. Let's make this a quick trip. Miss Dunyarzad isn't completely safe here.
Come here. Come back to me. Don't attack the codes. Yeah, just sit on my arm. That's fine. why this has been repeating for a long time. Oh, it's because I have 3 of them for some reason. I know I have 3 of the exact same song. Yeah. There we go.
Nahida! We brought a friend! Are you busy?
I thought I told you that it won't help to bring anyone here.
We just wanted her to see the real Dunyarzad's condition.
The real Dunyarzad? Where and who are you talking to?
Huh? I told you that you two are special. Other people can't see me or Miss Dunyarzad here.
Hold on. Over there. Is that?
Wow. How perceptive. Does she have invisible antennae?
Miss Dunyarzad, she's lying down here, isn't she? How's she doing?
Her condition's really bad, and she's basically in a coma. How did you know she was here?
I can sense her aura. There are also lingering feelings of something like regret or disappointment.
Do you believe us now? The Sub-Zero's festival has been repeating itself.
We begin discussing the issue with Dave.
So, you think the sages are behind this?
Yeah, they've always been against us. Wouldn't surprise me if they're using the Akasha to intentionally repeat the Sub-Zero's festival as a sick joke.
You have a point. Aside from the Dendro Archon, the Academia sages are the only ones in Sumeru who could pull off something like this. Maybe there's more to the Akasha than we know.
Nahida, can you tell us anything about the Akasha?
Right! Didn't you awaken our memories using something that looked like a knowledge capsule? That means you must know something about the Akasha!
The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
A gnosis could do that? No wonder the Akasha is so magical. It's being powered by the gnosis of Sumeru's Archon.
So, this Nahida you mentioned, what did she say?
Oh, jeez.
She said, and Paimon quotes, "The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and it grants knowledge to the people."
Compiles the wisdom of the entire populace and grants knowledge to the people. Wait.
So,
I get the grants knowledge part. That's what people have always used the Akasha for. But compiling the entire populace's wisdom? How does that work?
Did she mean that the sages enter new knowledge into the Akasha?
Most information in the Akasha comes from
Oh, yeah. That sounds about right. What do you think?
People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. What is going on?
I do not know.
What's happening right now seems to have happened before. This feeling has been getting stronger and stronger. People in Sumeru don't...
The Akasha is causing our mental fatigue? Now that I think about it, my head's been feeling unusually heavy. When the desert dwellers set off on their quest for knowledge, a sage once said, knowledge always comes at a price. Compiling the entire country's knowledge. You think the Akasha pulled a 180 and is extracting information from us?
But how would it do that?
Who knows? The Akasha can put knowledge into our heads, so who's to say that it can't also poke around in there? We don't know any specifics.
What's the point of doing something like that?
Just think about it. If you could combine the knowledge of every single person in Sumeru, then you can basically turn Sumeru City into a single massive brain. This hive mind could make breakthroughs in problems that even the smartest geniuses can't crack.
An excellent deduction. And the analogy comparing Sumeru City to a massive brain? I love it.
In that case, we should take off our Akasha terminals right away. Maybe that'll solve this problem.
Somehow I don't think it'll be that simple.
Yeah, I was only wearing this for show in the first place. Didn't expect the sages to cook up such a conspiracy. Mark my words, when this is over, I'm getting evidence and exposing this whole thing to the public.
Everyone use their Akasha terminals.
How does everyone feel?
Actually, I also noticed something
Huh?
else.
What is it?
I feel like at the end of every day, there is always the sound of a
Oh, that! Paimon knows what you're talking about. It's a single soft beep that sounds like it's coming from the Akasha terminal.
The sound of a beep. Could it be a prompt tone for when the Akasha is operating?
I heard the same sound in Port.
That's probably an important clue. We weren't using our terminals, but we heard a beep anyway. Traveler, did you hear that?
I heard it too. Our ears aren't messing with us. There was definitely a beep, but it sounded like it was coming from inside my head. We took off our Akasha terminals.
And we're going
Main runtime has exceeded its expected length. At this rate, there may be casualties.
Who is talking though? We're repeating language again. Gosh. Splash. And we're wearing the Akasha terminal again.
Paimon remembers everything!
Good. You adapted quickly this time.
This music is too fun for this.
We definitely took off our Akasha terminals last night, but we still heard that beep. Why is that?
We've been implanted with another form of the terminals.
But now we can at least confirm one thing. The Akasha definitely has something to do with whatever's trapping us in this cycle. Oh, Paimon doesn't get it. Why would the Akasha go this far if all it wants is everybody's wisdom?
It's extremely difficult for lab rats in an experiment to understand why they're being treated the way they are.
If we're lab rats, then what are you? Nihida, you've never told us anything about yourself.
I guess I'm the moon.
The moon? Wasn't that the result of our divination?
Anyway, knowing who I am won't help you get closer to the truth, so you should focus on other things. Don't get distracted and miss any clues.
Okay then. Dia helped us a lot yesterday, so let's go find her. If Paimon's reading the time correctly, those kidnappers should be showing up soon.
Ah, there you are. I've already taken care of those kidnappers. My lady, did you get hurt?
Hold on, something's not right.
Dia?
What's wrong? Why are you both gawking at me like that?
You didn't get hurt this time.
Huh? What do you mean this time? Why are you so surprised that I managed to get out unscathed? Those kids were amateurs.
Aren't you still getting used to your new greatsword?
How did you know about my greatsword? I haven't told anyone about it. Please, don't tell Miss Dunyarzad.
So Dia's lost her memories after all.
During your battle.
Anything strange? You already know that I got a new greatsword. If I had to say something, it's weird how such a new weapon could feel so familiar. It's as if I've already used it to fight a countless number of battles.
You have.
You're saying that although you don't remember using it, your body feels like it does?
That's right. Both mercenaries and warriors heavily rely on muscle memory. Only knowing the theory of battle won't get you anywhere.
Traveler, what do you think?
Could it be because we removed our curse?
Yeah! Paimon's feeling really hopeful.
It is possible that we have already broken through.
Oh, you're right! Earlier in the Samsara, something like this would have never happened!
But no, for sure at the end.
I have no clue what you two are talking about, but it's still dangerous here, so...
So you want us to take Dunyarzad somewhere else to rest while you check if there are still more kidnappers around, right?
How did you know what I was gonna say? Can you read minds?
Forget it. Go and do your thing. Whew. It's finally nighttime. Aside from Dia not getting injured, everything seems to have stayed the same. Listen, Nahida, we found out that Dia got out just fine today, even though she got injured every other time she fought the kidnappers. Do you think the Samsara has been broken? Have we saved Dunyarzad?
Really? Good job on all that progress. Get some good sleep tonight.
Hey, what kind of an answer is that?
Tomorrow will come. Everyone assumes this is common knowledge, but the only way you can know that for sure is if you experience tomorrow. How many todays has it been? Is it possible that today will be followed by yesterday? Does tomorrow truly exist as anything beyond a made-up concept? It's even possible that this entire world is a lie, and the history of the whole world has just been one endless Sub-Zero's festival.
The loop theory.
Okay, no more. Paimon's brain is already shut down.
That's why it makes no sense to waste your energy thinking about things you will learn tomorrow. Get some good rest. You know, use the bathroom and flush your anxiety dookie away.
Huh? Hold on, what did you just say? Did Paimon hear you correctly?
Huh? People always say they feel a sense of relief after they take a duk-duk. That's why I suggested you could try that. Is that so strange?
It's so strange and so against common sense that Paimon's at a loss for words. You were sounding kind of smart just a minute ago.
We're gonna get some rest.
Yeah. Even though it's happy and lively at the Sub-Zero's festival every day, it feels like it's been a long time since we've really gotten to relax. Let's go back to our room.
Another beep.
Continue the harvest. Compared to what we stand to achieve, these sacrifices are trivial.
Oh, hello.
We're still in the same day!
As expected, it's not as simple as we
Nahida, you already knew last night that we didn't break out of the Samsara? Why did you tell us?
Would there have been a point? You would have spent the night with new worries, with tomorrow still out of reach. In that case, you might as well rest within that brief moment of hope. An opportunity like that doesn't come by often, and I thought it might help you clear your minds.
Paimon thought that Duke did that! Whatever. Guess you were looking out for us after all.
Of course. In the time we've been together, you two have been everything to me.
Paimon's flattered and everything, but maybe you're taking things a little fast. What I mean is, even though I had asked you to solve this puzzle, you two are still the only ones who can see me and sense my presence. In other words, if you weren't here, I may as well not exist. That's why you two have been everything to me. Get it? Nahira's talking about confusing stuff again. Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. So, Traveler, did the new clues yesterday help you gain a new understanding of the situation?
The time loop theory is indeed incorrect.
Why are you scrapping your previous theory?
Daya's fighting skills have been improving. And Dunya's illness has also gotten worse.
Oh yeah, you're right! Gosh, how did we not notice that? In a simple time loop, people's physical conditions should also reset. So, what's your new hypothesis?
The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? Mercenaries rely heavily on muscle memory. And Dia was able to use her experiences to avoid injury in later samsara cycles. The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Okay, Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together. All our memories of a day are erased at the end of that day, then we would unwittingly relive that same day again and again.
Instead, our memories are being erased at the end
Oh! Then the beep we hear every night could just be indicating the deletion of our memories! That's why, when we wake up, everyone thinks the Sub-Zeru's festival hasn't happened yet! It's already the next day, but everyone still thinks it's the day before! But muscle memory can't be erased! That's why Dia has been getting better at using her greatsword! Now everything makes sense! A brilliant deduction. Nahida, tell us if we're right or wrong! To put it simply, it's as if you've mistaken a pyro crystal fly for a firefly in the night. You lost sight of its true nature because you focused too much on your perception that it glows. That isn't simple at all!
Still, the wrong conclusion, huh?
Why don't you go talk to Miss Dia again? You might learn something new. Right! She did help us find our latest clue after all. Let's go!
Right, this is the wrong way. Wait, no, it's not. Go this way. Back to Dea. Or Dia. I don't know why I said Dea. People?
There you are. Really took me a while to find you.
As expected, Dia also didn't get hurt today.
Get hurt? Why would I? Don't underestimate me.
Well, you're still getting used to your new greatsword.
Huh. Truth be told, I also think it's pretty strange. It just suddenly felt so familiar in my hands, and Wait a second! How did you know I got a new greatsword to begin with? I didn't tell anyone about it.
Traveler, could you explain the situation to her today? Paimon's gotten a little sick of doing it.
We don't actually need to explain everything.
Oh, that works!
Yeah, we just leave them through. You suddenly became proficient with your greatsword because we've lived through the same day many times already, and our memories are erased. And the memories of the day are
What
erased
happened
every
to you
night.
guys while I was gone? Did you get brainwashed by some cult?
Don't think too hard about it. Just take what we're saying at face value.
Alright then, let me get this straight. You're telling me that my body's already gotten used to this greatsword, but my brain just doesn't remember it?
Yes, your memory's being erased every day.
Then I'd have to disagree. That's impossible.
Oh? Why do you think that?
If we've actually been reliving the Sub-Zeru's festival day after day, then what happened to the things we used, the money we spent, the food we ate? Common sense says my wallet should have emptied itself a long time ago. There's no way I wouldn't have noticed that.
I've thought about that too. But if the sages were behind this, if they utilized the entire city's resources as well as information supplied by the Akasha.
Right! They could use the Akasha to record what everyone did that day, and then use the city's resources to replenish everything! It's not very likely, but it's also not impossible.
No, it is impossible. I've got proof.
You have proof? Where?
You two are surprisingly serious about this nonsensical discussion. Fine, I'll play along for a little longer. Come with me, Miss Dunyarzad. Please come along as well. I still can't guarantee that this area is safe.
So where are we going?
Paimon can't believe it's Dia who wants to show us something this time. 2 days ago, we were the ones taking her to see Dunyarzad.
So where are we going?
This is it.
Huh? This is a wooden training dummy. What about it?
See those marks on the dummy? Those are the result of several days' worth of practice. Let's say the sages didn't replace it every day. Shouldn't it be hacked to pieces by now?
That's true, but what if they did?
Then the sages would have had to reproduce every mark I left during previous training sessions. I'm a professional fighter. My martial school has always emphasized the importance of refined control. The force, angle, and entry point of each strike is calculated and deliberate. That's why I remember every mark on the dummy, as well as my state of mind as I made each strike. It's just as they say, each swordsman has their own unique style, and even the same swordsman can't make the same cut twice. It would be impossible to copy these marks.
Is it really impossible? What if they used some fancy machine to carve every single mark?
People often say that a camera's photo can never replace an artist's painting because the former has no spirit to it. The same thing applies here. At a mere glance, I can differentiate carved marks from the results of combat training.
Seems we have to abandon this.
Whew. Hope that cleared things up for you. Hey, is this that new brain exercise game that's been super popular with the scholars lately? It's surprisingly fun. Anyway, it's getting late. I should escort Miss Dunyarzad to Nilu's stage. See you later.
Well, back to square one. Is our memory deletion theory also wrong? But at least we've reached some other conclusions in the meantime.
We're not in the real world.
Yep, that's true. So, can we think of any new ideas right now?
I suddenly realized that something is strange.
Strange? Paimon feels like everything's been strange lately.
How come we've never thought about leaving the city?
Huh? Leaving the city? You're right! It's really strange how we never thought of such a simple solution! Many things should become clear if we can confirm the flow of time outside of the city. Paimon can't believe it! Did we miss this because we're tunnel visioning too hard on our other theories? Or because we're just too tired?
We should have thought of this a long
How
time
about
ago.
we go back and ask Nahida? Maybe we've forgotten something about leaving the city.
Maybe. Nahida.
We're back!
You're back early today. Did you find something new?
Sort of. We're mostly sure now that we're not in a time loop. And we also aren't in the real world. But at the same time, we have a new question.
Have we ever tried leaving the city?
Leaving the city. As far as I remember, you've mentioned your plans to do that twice before.
We did? But we don't remember anything. What happened after we talked about those plans? What did we say when we got back?
Let me think. I don't think you ever actually told me what the outcome was. Oh, it's probably more accurate to say that both times you never came back the whole night. But you two sometimes stay out the entire night anyway, so at the time, I didn't think too much about it.
It is true that sometimes we lose track of time during our investigations. Before we know it, it'll already be the next day. But still, neither of us remember anything about leaving town.
Really? That's kinda strange. In theory, I should have already awakened all your memories.
Maybe this is
Yep, something here's definitely fishy. Let's get to the bottom of this tomorrow.
Yep. Are we talking again? Nope.
Our memories are back!
Let's go and try to leave the city.
About that. Well, where should Paimon begin?
Huh? Paimon, what do you mean?
Traveler, aside from your memories that were just restored, I have another message for you.
Another message from who?
Listen to it and you'll understand.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them.
This is my own
Traveler, you should be missing 2 days worth of memories. Paimon will fill you in.
2 days ago.
It's time to carry out our plan from yesterday.
Let's go and try and leave.
Okay, let's go!
Okay, what's the easiest way to leave the city? That way.
Why can't we leave the city? What is the Academia up to now?
Don't ask me. It's not like I can tell you anything. This is a direct order from the Grand Sage. Just wait until tomorrow.
I have a real emergency. My goods have already arrived at Port Ormos. If I don't hurry, they'll be stolen.
That's your problem. Make sure you make a request in advance next time.
But it's not like you can just predict business matters in advance.
It looks like the Academia already announced a lockdown for Sumeru City today. How completely unsurprising. Let's go and question them. Hello, sir. Why can't we leave the city today?
Here we go again. Don't ask me. I don't know either. We just received an order that no one is allowed to enter or exit Sumeru today. They didn't tell us anything else.
So the Academia doesn't trust you at all.
Angering me won't get you anywhere. If I had that kind of insider info, I would have left this stupid post long ago.
You seem angry.
It looks like he really doesn't know. If we can't get anything out of him, let's take matters into our own hands. Why don't we climb over the walls? Those guards can't be everywhere at once. This is a good spot, and the guard hasn't noticed us at all. Let's hurry!
Paimon, stay
Huh?
here.
Why? Are you going to leave Paimon behind?
Leaving the city might trigger disruptions to our memories.
But what if things get really weird out there and you get into some trouble? Then Paimon won't be able to help you. Oh, Paimon knows that Paimon can't do much, but we've always been together, haven't we?
If we leave together, it'll just be the same as before.
Okay.
Don't worry, Paimon, I'll be
Paimon
okay.
will wait for you. Promise Paimon that you'll come back as soon as possible.
Okay.
Just a quick look.
Okay.
And please, be careful. Memories!
Let's go.
Traveler!
What's wrong, Paimon?
Paimon would never see you again! You just disappeared! Paimon waited for you for hours and hours at the city wall and you never came back! You promised Paimon that you were only taking a quick walk!
What did I promise?
Paimon, calm down. She's here now. I don't think she understood what you were saying.
Paimon doesn't care! Paimon wanted to go look for you, but you also said that Paimon should stay! Paimon was so worried and so scared the entire day!
I don't remember doing any of this. Still, I'm sorry, Paimon. I won't leave you behind.
Okay. Paimon will forgive you. The most important thing is that you didn't actually disappear. Oh, Paimon was so scared that you had gone into another world!
Okay, Paimon, can you tell us your perspective of what really happened yesterday?
Paimon describes your plan from yesterday.
I see. Using two people's different perspectives.
After that, you left the city. Paimon kept her eyes on you the whole time, but then you disappeared in an instant.
You sure that's what you saw? You weren't zoning out or anything?
No way! Paimon was watching you with the fullest attention.
What's your perspective, Traveler? You sure you don't have any memory of this?
Yes, I don't even know.
I guess that explains everything. You also lost your memories the last 2 times you tried to leave the city. Those days' memories can't be awoken.
So, if we leave the city, our memories will be completely erased?
So they didn't just restrict access to Sumeru City, they're also erasing the memories of those who
It
leave.
really sounds like something big outside of the city is being hidden on purpose. But this way, we'll also never discover what's outside.
If our memories will be erased, can we leave behind something other than
Something like a message? But how can we send it back?
Don't look at me like that. I'm not used to being stared at. Well, okay. You want something that can pass on messages, right? Give me some time and take care of Dunyarzad for me.
Yep, now we're talking.
I'm done. Here you go.
What? Isn't this just an Akasha terminal?
You made some little changes. Akasha terminals are already capable of sending messages. I just tweaked it so that it could connect to any node.
To make something like this? Nahida, you really know the Akasha like the back of your hand. Anyway, we can use this now to record a message, right?
Yep. I'll help you save the messages. It should be pretty easy to use. I just can't guarantee the user's status and signal coverage when they're outside the city.
We'll never know until we try. At least we're taking the initiative now.
It's worth a try.
Let's go then. Let's expose those sages.
I still think you should stay.
All right. Paimon isn't as worried about being separated since it happened once yesterday. But Paimon still isn't happy about it.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, see you tomorrow, Traveler. That covers everything that's happened so far.
So that message was what I left for myself when I left the
Yes.
city.
Although the signal was choppy and had some interference, we still managed to receive 2 messages from you when you were outside.
Okay, now that you understand what's going on, let's hear the messages together.
Can't go back. There are countless spaces here. Our Sub-Zero's festival in Sumeru City is just one of them. I've entered another space. Before me are flowing sandstone and howling fish. Impossible and surreal sights. All these spaces are empty, except for the occasional ones that contain mute puppets rather than people. I can't sense any human presence.
Okay. Strange.
That's one heck of an info dump. It sounds like you left the Sumeru City space when you set foot outside of the walls. Like, everything looked completely normal when Paimon was looking out from the inside.
Illusions.
That's unbelievable. And if we take your word for it, the other spaces all had very weird contents.
There's another part here. We only received it last night.
These spaces have been disappearing, one after the other, absorbed by something like a sun in the sky. And now, even the final space has also disappeared. Behind me, a lot of spaces just appeared again from thin air. I get it now. Those spaces are actually...
Why did the message end right there? What did the Traveler want to say? What are those spaces?
Probably because yesterday just happened to end at that moment.
Oh, right. Paimon did hear a beep from the Akasha. Did it come from here or from the message?
The message. It should have come from the Traveler's Akasha terminal.
After the beep, Traveler said even the final spaces also did...
Traveler, what do you think that final space could have been?
Spaces without human presence.
All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common. A lack of human presence.
Sounds really sad.
My impression is that each day in this samsara only ends at the sound of that beep from the Akasha. Was that space actually the real world? But wouldn't a real space just randomly disappearing like that be catastrophic?
Spaces where we were yesterday.
Oh, so that's what it is! After the sound of the beep, the final space, the Sub-Zero's festival, also disappears, and we're taken to the next day. Later on, Traveler also mentioned a bunch of new spaces materializing behind them. Do lots of new spaces appear every day?
Maybe.
Paimon's head is spinning. Just what are these spaces anyhow?
Well, consider this. For all the horrors of the Archon War, at its heart, it was just a game where a bunch of gods fought over 7 seas. So no matter how strange or spooky things may look on the surface, maybe all they point to in the end is a small and simple secret.
Wow, the Archon War, huh? That's an analogy and a half.
A secret, huh? The Archon War was before the catastrophe, I think, right? Or the cataclysm, not the catastrophe. Give me some time, I need to organize my thoughts.
Hey! Where are you going?
To organize my thoughts, obviously. I'm gonna leave the city, aren't I? Ah, on a familiar bench in the city. I know where we're going. think I might end the stream after this. Like, finish this quest. Oh, not the whole quest, but like, hopefully, I get out of the loop as it's near the end of this part of the quest. And then I'll probably end the stream.
Do you want some alone time to think? Alright then, Paimon won't disturb you.
Wow, that was several hours.
The dance of Sub-Zeros is about to begin. I'm going to go watch it.
Okay. Why don't you go ahead, Dunyarzad? We still have some other stuff to do first.
Okay then. See you later.
Have you figured it out yet, Traveler? Time is ticking away.
I think I know the answer.
Awesome! What is it? Paimon wants to know. Oh, wait, no. Let's meet up with Nahida first. You can tell us both together. This...
Yeah. Sorry, I cut you off again, Paimon. Yeah, dealer. Samsara Festival. I'm gonna go in here first. Is there anything different about this? Doesn't look like it. Nahida!
You're back! I've been waiting forever for you two. Judging by the looks on your faces, are you ready to take your Sub-Zero's exam and graduate from the festival?
Ask away, Miss Nahida.
Okay. First off, have you discovered the hidden truth?
Okay. Nahida said, the Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate, as it is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. I've already experienced the Sub-Zero's festival many times, and the day of the festival seems to be in a perpetual samsara. All the bizarre spaces I saw outside the city had one thing in common: a lack of human presence. Those spaces remind me of dreams, like the one I had in the Avidia Forest. Except these have no sign of human presence. The moon, illusions, and lies. What do they all mean? People in Sumeru don't dream. What a strange phenomenon. We are all in a dream. It isn't that the people of Sumeru don't dream. Rather, the Akasha is taking their dreams from them.
People in Sumeru think they don't dream, but the truth is the Akasha steals their dreams without them knowing it. And those spaces with no human presence are stolen dreams without their host. That would explain why they sounded so weird when she was trying to describe them. Huh. So people in Sumeru do dream after all. In fact, we're all in one big dream together right now. Correct answer. Now, how did you conclude that the Akasha is capable of this? It compiles the wisdom of the entire populace, and it grants knowledge to the people.
It is the manifestation of the God of Wisdom's power. The Akasha relies on the power of a gnosis to operate.
That doesn't sound...
Oh, okay. Those dream-controlling creatures in the forest also get their power from the Dendro Archon, right? That would explain why the Akasha has the ability to control people's dreams, too.
Yes.
But is stealing everyone's dreams really how the Akasha compiles their wisdom? Isn't there anything more to it than that?
Dreams are fantastical, complex, and full of imagination. People's brains are the most active when they're dreaming. In other words, dreams are rich bundles of human wisdom.
So, in other words, the complete opposite of how Hypatia understood it. Paimon remembers her saying that the sages think dreams are foolish delusions, and the fact that no one dreams is a blessing from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. So it was all a dirty trick? The real story is that the sages from the academia are using the Akasha to steal people's dreams for their own use, huh?
Yes, and they don't intend to stop
Oh? By the sounds of it, you understand the current situation pretty well. So then, what about the samsara?
The beep is a prompt tone for Akasha operations. We still hear it every night, even though we removed our Akasha terminals. Those spaces kept disappearing before my eyes. But as soon as that beep sounded, many more spaces materialized. Those dreamscapes kept vanishing. But as soon as that beep sounded, more new spaces appeared. Grand Sage said, go celebrate the birth of that god to your heart's content. Did he mean something more? My mind feels exhausted, even though I haven't done too much thinking. We've already experienced the Sub-Zeru's festival.
Yes, so it is probably this one with this one, right?
I can't seem to cohesively piece everything together.
They're putting us in a dream to replay the whole thing over and over again until we die, right?
Correct. The Akasha is keeping each person's brain in a constant dream state, but also separating their consciousness from their own dream. Their disembodied consciousness is placed inside the collective dream of the Sub-Zeru's festival along with everyone else's, while their now vacant dreams are harvested by the Akasha. No one is any the wiser as another day passes in the dream, and so begins another samsara cycle. People wake up to yet another dream about the Sub-Zeru's festival. The dreams that belong to them are once again harvested by the Akasha, and so it continues.
So, this is like a dream factory, and the Akasha is a dream harvesting machine. Did Paimon get that analogy right?
Very good, Paimon. Using analogies well is an excellent habit to get into.
Okay, so that beep we keep hearing is actually from our real-life Akasha terminals. Taking off our terminals in this dream doesn't do anything.
Alright, last question. Who am I?
They say that alchemical divination is the Dendro Archon's divine revelation. So then, if Nahida has referred to herself as the moon, now that I think about it, wasn't illusions a hint that we're all dreaming?
Yeah.
Now that I think about it.
So you noticed.
You're a lesser lord, Christina.
I thought that one would be the hardest question. That's why I put it last.
That wasn't hard at all. Even Paimon guessed that. Everything about you is different. We just didn't want to expose you, is all. Now that you mention it, Nahida, you've been hinting to us since the very beginning. It's funny. Thinking back to when we were asking all over the place for info about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Paimon didn't expect to meet you like this.
I have a lot of questions for you.
Yes, those can wait until we're back in real life.
Yes.
On the other hand, I'd be happy to answer any more questions you have about here and now.
How did the sages manage to keep people from noticing it?
Firstly, this dream we're in is completely based on reality. People have already experienced this Sub-Zero's festival, so it would be very difficult for them to find anything that strikes them as surreal. Secondly, you're probably wondering why people don't have any memories from earlier samsara, right? That's because people don't remember their dreams most of the time anyway. And in any case, their actual dreams are being taken away from them by the Akasha. So whenever they wake up in this dream of the Sub-Zero's festival, they don't remember anything from their previous identical dream.
That reminds Paimon. Traveler had a dream when we were in the Avidia forest, but couldn't see what it was about after waking up. Is that an example of what you mean?
Yes. Only after receiving the blessing of Dendro can a person gain the Dendro element's dream-enhancing power. That explains the feelings of deja vu.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, everyone else has no idea that they are in the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, while their dreams are stolen from them over and over again.
About the side effects of the mask.
Can humans really keep dreaming forever like this? Will it ever end? And if so, when?
We might say your mental fatigue has already answered this question. Eventually, there's only so much that people can tolerate. Especially those whose health is compromised to begin with, like Dunyarzad. This relentless exploitation takes an even harder toll on them.
People's lives are at stake here, and nobody knows a thing! We've got to put a stop to this!
I know, right? Why did they have to base this dream on my birthday? Could it really just be a coincidence?
Nope.
Even you don't know the reason? Wow, now that's strange.
Not really, they kinda hate you. Not to be mean. Nahida, but
the Academia sages are determined to harvest lots of dreams in a short time, no matter the cost. They have to be up to no good. Unfortunately, I don't know anything about it. Traveler, do you have any information?
Those spaces remind me of...
Yes.
Okay, Nahida said... Grand Sage said...
Celebrate the birth of that god? Could it mean... deceiving the people of Sumeru with no regard for their safety? No matter what they're trying to do, this is unforgivable. After we end the Sub-Zero's festival samsara, we have to look into them.
How can the sages of the Academia do this behind their Archon's back? This is ridiculous!
In the end, I'm just the moon. The real sun is long gone.
A sun and a moon? Nahida's talking in riddles again.
She's talking about Rukadavada. Oh, there we go.
We're out of time today!
I'll tell you how to break free of the samsara tomorrow. See you then.
Okay. I think I'll leave that to the next stream. Oh, or not.
Good morning, Nahida. Wait. Now that Paimon remembers everything, should we instead say good morning, Lesser Lord Kusanali? Hey! What's wrong, Nahida? You don't look too good.
Where's Dunyarzad?
I'm afraid that what you're thinking right now is correct.
Did Dunyarzad already disappear? No way! Are we too late?
The real Dunyarzad's consciousness has indeed disappeared. It can no longer endure the constant dream harvesting.
We're so close.
Paimon can't believe it. Wait, so what about that other Dunyarzad? Just what is she? Is she also going to disappear?
She's actually something like a puppet, but not completely. The real Dunyarzad's consciousness could no longer keep playing her role in this dream, so another Dunyarzad appeared to replace her in the dream. Just like the grass and the trees, that Dunyarzad is just a building block of the dream that helps to keep it going.
But personality-wise, she's nothing like the real Dunyarzad.
Puppets are stiff, and can't copy a living person's vitality. After all, they're just there as filler. You know, speaking of which, the old Dunyarzad might not have been too different from a puppet.
Dunyarzad truly believed that she met you within her consciousness, and it was you who inspired her. So you do remember her after all.
Yes. Back then, her family was overly protective of her. No one cared about her personality or thoughts. It was as if she only lived to stall her Elazar. I just gave her a little wisdom so she could look at life in a new way, so that she could be her own person. But even so, she's still
meant a lot to her.
Far from it. I'm still a long way off from being a real Archon. I couldn't even save her. If I were a competent Archon, I wouldn't have let my most faithful follower die at the Sub-Zerus Festival with so many regrets.
Please don't beat yourself up over it, Nahida. It's the sage's fault, and theirs alone.
I'm not beating myself up. All I did was to rationally observe the distance between myself and a real Archon.
Don't be like that, Nahida. Even real Archons are still allowed to be sad.
To prevent more tragedies like this, we must end the samsara as soon as possible.
Great, but how do we do that?
Although the Sub-Zerus Festival dream is under the Akasha's control, only humans can dream. Even the Akasha is unable to create them. That means this dream belongs to a host who created it.
Huh? So, how should we find that person?
Well, if this is someone's dream, then everything here must come from deep within their consciousness. Which means, with the power of imagination, they can change anything in this dream.
Imagination? What do you mean by that?
It's our dream.
Imagination means breaking through what you perceive as normal. Like when a server at a tavern brings a plate to you, you'd naturally assume that food is on it. However, if you're the dream's host and you become aware that you're dreaming, when you imagine gold and more on the plate, the dream will respond in kind, and the server really will bring you gold and more. But right now, our host is unaware that this is a dream. No matter how many times they're served, it will always be food.
So we find the host. Then what?
Find some way to make that person realize that they're dreaming. Usually, once that happens, the person will wake up and the dream samsara will be broken.
Wait, the dreamer is Nahida.
How are we
not
going
Nahida.
to find
It's,
them, though?
Nilo, right?
If it could be anyone, it'd be like looking for a needle in a haystack.
I mean, it's gotta be Nilo.
And even if we did find them, how are we supposed to make them realize they're dreaming?
It's Nilo.
After all, like you said, don't wake a sleepwalker.
It's extremely difficult, yes. But the only ones who can do it are you two. Remember, everything you've achieved up to this point has all been for the sake of finding the host and ending the samsara. As for me,
find Nilo.
During this time, I'll be out of town.
Okay, bye.
Out of town? Are you going to that place full of dreams where the traveler went?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
I want to try something. There must still be a small wisp of possibility. Now hurry and go. Dreams are supposed to be fantastical, romantic, and full of pleasant surprises. Unnecessary things like this samsara need to end.
Okay, bye, Nahida. We're gonna go find Nilo.
I'm still a little upset that we've come this far only for Dunyarzad to... She was such a good person, with such a simple wish.
I just feel so demoralized.
Yeah. Saving Dunyarzad is what kept us going this whole time. But we mustn't lose hope, Traveler. Dunyarzad would definitely want to see us save everyone else.
Yes.
So let's break the samsara for her sake.
Yes.
Paimon's wondering, do you think the sages would get one of their own to be the host of this dream? Feels like it would be easier to control it that way, no?
Unlikely. Knowing the plan, they'd probably become aware that they're dreaming. An unsuspecting host would be less likely to realize this is a dream.
That's true. Plus, the sages probably weren't counting on there being other factors beyond their control, like Nahida and us. So, who do you think the host of the dream is?
The one with the strange getup?
Oh, that would make sense! Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, is a symbol of the whole Sub-Zero's festival, right? Pretty core character.
I still think
Let's go ask him some
Nilo.
questions, shall we?
Like, it makes sense for it to be Nilo because, like, she's the one that, you know, she's the one that, angered the whole, like, the Grand Sage. Anyway, so that naturally, she would be the one they would target. It makes more sense that way. Because she was the one trying to do the dance, and that was something that got him upset more than anything. So, yeah.
You're back. You left in a hurry last time. Is everything okay?
Everything's fine, just, it's a little hard to explain. Would you mind taking part in a little experiment with us?
An experiment? That came out of nowhere. I'm listening, though. What do you need me to do?
Could you make a wish?
Imagine your wish coming true before your very eyes.
You want me to make a wish? Is that a new Sub-Zero's festival tradition or something?
Let's say
Less questions, more wishing!
Okay. My wish. Okay. I'm a little nervous saying this out loud, but I want Miss Dunyarzad to be happy.
Oh.
I noticed earlier that she looked a bit down, and she wasn't really talking to anyone. She just doesn't seem like herself. She's always so gentle and kind, and all the kids love her. I've also wondered if the reason she asked me to be Ferris Knight of Flowers is because I'm special to her, or something.
So, you have a crush on Dunyarzad?
Oh, is it that obvious? After what I just said, I guess it is. When she placed the hat of the Knight of Flowers onto my head, she said to me, I want everyone to have a happy Sub-Zero's festival. What she didn't realize was that I'm not that interested in how everyone else feels. In that moment, I just wanted to be her Knight of Flowers for the rest of my life. 50 years? 100 years? I'll serve her till the end of time.
Oh, no.
Okay, yeah, that was a bit much. Felt like the right moment to get it off my chest, but that was pretty embarrassing. Okay, I'm ready to make my wish. I would like Miss Dunyarzad to appear in front of me right now with a smile on her face. Here goes.
Please come true.
I'm gonna open my eyes. Oh, you're...
What?
Fucky? Sorry, but only one portion of Yelda candies per person. Back home you go. Nice try, you two. Anyway, never mind. I don't need to see her appear right in front of me. As long as she's happy.
Guess he isn't the host of this dream after all. Should have expected it wouldn't be this easy.
Now we go to Nilo. Wait. Stop playing with that.
It seems like everyone who knows Dunyarzad loves her. But none of them has any idea that she...
My lady, step back.
That sounds like Dia! Oh, right. This is when Dunyarzad bumps into the kidnappers. Huh? But Dia can handle them. Hey, Traveler!
Why'd you make me face the wrong way? It's this way. Right? No, it is this way. I'm very confused.
Oh, it's you. Great timing. Please take...
Hey,
this is my job. The homie Yanni's pay me, not you.
You...
Fine, alright. Knock yourself out. Why are you so worked up anyway? It's not like I don't trust your fighting skills. Anyway, watch yourself.
So you got yourself some backup. Suit yourself. You're going down.
That's close enough.
A new punch.
Scatter!
Ha! Ha!
Yep. Dodge this.
What?
What?
Here we go.
What's the hurry? Cool it. Dodge this.
Brace yourself.
Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time.
Where are you? There.
Dodge this.
Okay.
Traveler, were you just taking your anger out on those guys?
I'm fine.
You and Nikita both. Dunyarzad wouldn't want to see you two like this. Oh, and speaking of her, Paimon just remembered something. Remember how during the first Sub-Zero's festival, before the Samsara started, we came here with Dunyarzad because she wanted to pick something up? She said it was because she had forgotten something.
Ah yes, I'd forgotten all about that.
Okay, so Paimon's memory is working so far. Anyway, Paimon also remembers that she is staying somewhere around here. She pointed it out to us the night before the Sub-Zero's festival.
Should we check out the item?
Yeah, even if it's only a tiny clue, it'll probably still help us more than this needle in a haystack search.
I still think it's Needler.
This is the place! It's rude to enter other people's spaces without permission, but desperate times call for desperate measures!
In we go.
Hey, the windows are unlocked! Okay, Paimon's gonna take a peek inside.
Paimon enters the room returns later while carrying something.
This was only a temporary residence, so there was pretty much nothing inside except this book on the table. Should we open it?
Okay. An elegantly written note. After almost 16 days, I was finally able to get these notes written before the Sub-Zero's festival. Once the festival ends, you and Paimon will probably continue your journey immediately. So I was hoping that I'd be able to give this to you before that. This is a compilation of folk legends concerning Lesser Lord Kusanali, created from a series of interviews that I conducted in succession and wrote down. I interviewed so many people, but I'm afraid that there are very few who know much about her. Still, I hope that this will be of use to you in your search for her. Gandharville's water supply was once contaminated, forcing everyone to go very far out to get water, but one day people suddenly found that the water was drinkable again. The sub said that a green light was seen near the water source the previous night. Everyone believes that this was the divine power of Lesser Lord Kusanali at work. This sounds quite possible. The decontamination of water sources via natural means probably takes ages. Did Lesser Lord Kusanali appear in Gandharville then? After Mama passed away, I was surprised. I was super afraid of the dark and couldn't sleep. But from one day on, I would hear a voice that would chat with me till I fell asleep. A nice lady told me that Lesser Lord Kusanali must have been watching over me. Poor child, I hope that the Subzero's festival makes him a little happier. This is quite similar to something I experienced back then as well. She is indeed a gentle god. There was this one time when I had a wee bit too much to drink and couldn't find my way home to save my life. Then, when I turned a corner, I could have sworn I saw Lesser Lord Kusanali. She was very tall and had the most muscular arms, and caught me when I slipped and fell. The next morning, I found myself sleeping under a tree. I reckon that must have been her looking out for me. I'm not sure this one has that much value as a reference, but that was probably just a tree, right? These folk records appended with Dinyarzad's references and opinions leave my page densely packed.
Wow! Dinyarzad wrote all of this. Sounds like she was always thinking of us even while we were away. Even though she was also busy preparing for the Subzero's festival and had all her health problems to worry about. She must have wanted to give this to us as a gift on the day of the Subzero's festival, right? If we hadn't found this book, we never would have known. But now that we know, we can't even thank her. Hey! Where are you off to now?
That is a very good question. Where am I off to now? This way.
It's Dinyarzad's puppet.
I'll feel better if I say this out loud. Thank you.
Traveler?
Wow, she's really going
You
through
must
it.
be
Damn.
exhausted. Come to think of it, we've been stuck in this place for a really, really long time. Heck, even the last time we were chatting happily with Dinyarzad feels like an eternity ago.
Aww.
Paimon still remembers when we were sitting here, and the way her eyes sparkled when she talked about Nilu's Dance of Subzerus.
Barely recall.
There will always be frustrations in life, but I know that the point of living is not to leave behind any regrets.
That was what the real Dinyarzad said, wasn't it? Does that mean...
Dinyarzad?
Yes, Traveler. What is it?
Oh, so she's still just a puppet. But just now, how come... What? Where are we going this time?
To watch the Dance of Subzerus. In Dinyarzad's honor. We go now. good song for this. Are you a good one? Probably not.
If you continue to resist, we will have to order an investigation into every single event organizer. The Grand Sage has already granted you much leniency. I advise that you exercise tact.
How did things turn out like this? Traveler? You don't have to get involved. He's a sage from the Academia. I don't want to drag you into this.
Traveler?
Traveler? What the heck are you doing? If you get arrested by the Academia, that's another day gone to waste! Wait, they're not reacting! Have they been scared stiff? Oh, of course! If this is the Sage's plan, they wouldn't put themselves through this! So they're just substitutes!
What is this? What happened to the Grand Sage and his entourage?
Hold on a moment. What's up with those flowers?
Like I said, they symbolize the goddess of flowers. It's just a shame that all the real Padisaras went extinct after her death.
Yes. The Greater Lord brought forth new Padisaras in memory of the goddess of flowers. But she ultimately could never truly replicate that beautiful shade of purple.
That beautiful shade of purple. Aren't these flowers real Padisaras? Just like the ones from the legend? I didn't even notice. Dunyarzad, did you find these?
But didn't you just say all the real flowers went extinct after the goddess of flowers passed away? So, how?
Yeah. What's going on here?
I knew it was Nilo. I was correct.
Huh?
Imagine that the Grand Sage and his entourage are not here in front of you.
You guys are acting weird. But okay, I'll try. Hey!
They disappeared! So Nilu's the host! What a surprise! Purple Padisaras don't exist in the real world anymore! But in Nilu's subconscious, they can appear as decorations on the stage! It's just like the example Nahida told us. People assumed there will be food on a plate, and Nilu assumed there would be real Padisaras in the flower pots! So when you saw the flowers, you instantly knew it was Nilu?
Correct.
But if we want to end the samsara, we need the host to become aware that they're dreaming.
I mean, you are talking right in front of her.
How should we make Nilu realize that?
Am I dreaming?
Huh?
Ah, how did you come to that conclusion?
So I'm right. Is this Lesser Lord Kusanali responding to our celebration of the Sabzeruz festival?
Wrong guess, but you aren't completely wrong either. The point is, what made you think this is a dream? As far as you know, people in Sumeru don't dream, right?
Yeah, but have you heard the tale of the first sage? To prevent a calamity, he went on a journey to find the Dendro Archon.
Ooh, sounds familiar. Dunyarzad told us a story like that when we first arrived in Sumeru City. So it was about the first sage, huh?
Yep, but in the part you heard, he hadn't become the first sage yet. There's more to the story. His piety and wisdom were acknowledged by the Dendro Archon, and she finally gave her blessing to him. All kinds of spectacular scenes appeared in front of the first sage, as if all the knowledge in the world was being painted onto a canvas right before him. He was captivated. After who knows how long, he mastered all the knowledge he could comprehend. Afterward, he said to the Dendro Archon, "I miss my parents, my wife, and my children. I've been away from home for far too long. They must be worried." The Dendro Archon smiled. The next second, the sage found himself lying in his bed, as if he had just woken up from a dream. His wife, lying next to him, said, "You're off to search for the Dendro Archon today, aren't you? Have a safe journey, my love." In the end, the first sage took care of many disasters in Sumeru City and founded the Academia. What a happy ending.
So, the first sage was dreaming ever since the beginning of the story? He never went on his journey?
Yes, but his faith and determination were conveyed to the Dendro Archon, so she blessed him in the form of a dream.
Paimon understands where you're coming from now. That's a really interesting connection. But we really gotta wake up soon, like the sage in the story!
Now that Milo is aware of it.
I see. Well, it just so happens that today's Sub-Zero's festival is almost over too. Since we're in a dream, let's make this final dance of Sub-Zero's as beautiful as we can.
I've been waiting a long time for this.
The wait is over, everyone. I dedicate this to our god, the dance of Sub-Zero's.
I'd be lying if I said I had no regrets. I would have loved to see Nilou's dance.
Very pretty.
Good morning, traveler. Oh, Paimon feels like she's been asleep for the longest time.
Good morning, Paimon.
Paimon's head feels super heavy. Did we oversleep? Do you even remember going to sleep last night? Paimon thinks it was after the Sub-Zero's festival. The Sub-Zero's festival! Have we finally escaped from the Sub-Zero Samsara?
I remember
Quick, take off your Akasha terminal!
At the end of the dance of Sub-Zero, I think I saw. Oh.
She's not in her room. What happened?
Let's go to the usual
Huh?
spot.
What usual spot?
Wrong way. Wait, no? Right way. This way. She's alive!
Well done, Traveler and Paimon.
Huh?
And thank you, Dunyarzad, for organizing the Sub-Zero's festival for me.
I'm sorry, who are...
Dunyarzad! You're okay! Oh, don't scare us like that!
Oh, a Traveler Paimon. I have something amazing to tell you. I just had a dream. And I saw Nilou performing the dance of Sub-Zeros.
Alright. I'm gonna end this stream here. So, I go now. It was a very long stream, but fun. And I'll be streaming. Oh, for me it's tonight, because it's 6 in the morning now. I'll be streaming Stardew Valley tonight, so I will see the stream then. Bye.